off, but
this is a family show, mate. You can't go around saying
that. This is a family show, mate. Yuck. Yuck. I don't want to even say it.
No. Only I'm allowed to say that.
Ta gueule, toi. Alien Starshipper. On a décidé pour faire le commentaire de ce jeu-là, pas d'autres matchs. But hey, let's start this one off. Of course, it is Natus Fungus versus Team Epsilon, and the reason why I picked this game, personally, I'm going to leave the next one up to you, Cryptic, but the reason why I picked this one is because I want to see what Natus Fungus have to offer in ESL. Every single time I've tried to get a game that they're playing in, but it just has not been working. And of course, they are spawning in on this Russian side of playing against Epsilon, one of the best teams in the world, obviously. Now Mayak is pushing in on the outside. He actually does not even try to go through mid. It's gonna be Horek, but Horek falls down, so no problem. Mayak just gonna keep going. What are your experiences? Oh, there you go. That's down from Zika. But what are your experiences when it comes to playing in Operation Lockers in the Australian scene?
Well, at the moment, this is very, very, very weird for me because typically the Russian team has the advantage of getting inside and taking on the other players, but it looks like Epsilon have opted to just hold and wait for Mac to flank around, which will work out for them in the end because I don't think they know the Mac's there. And he's getting ready to push now.
Yeah, Mac slowly creeping up. This is why I have a picture of Mac as my Battlefield 4 wallpaper. And he's spawning all the players. So at this point, he just wants to give the information for his teammates, and then they will go for a coordinated push. And bien sûr, Eliane, je parle français, c'est ma deuxième langue. T'inquiète. And of course, Mayak still holding off. There's no reason for him to push because Nafu have no idea what's going on just yet. Look at him sneaking around. What a wolf in a sheep's clothing right now. This man.
They're most likely just going to wait till one of them on the front gets a pick, and then he's gonna make a smash into the Evan area. But we just have to wait until then. They're gonna play the baiting game, back and forth, until something happens.
Yeah, and Mayak, surprisingly, like, he knows exactly when to move. It's like Sniper Elite. He will only move when he hears bullets, so it would cover his advance.
I'm amazed I haven't seen him yet. He's just standing in the middle. They're not looking that way at all.
This is like playing BF4 public, but there you go. He's going to push up. He's going to get the first frag. Turn around from the rest. Can they do this one? There's the kill. And here's the double from Sucker. This is as perfect as it gets, but it will open up a push from Team Epsilon.
I did, but they don't know if Hexus has ran past either, so they've already got another flank on the go. But Appeal at the back there, I don't think they know he's there either. So this is going to be a bit weird.
Oh, the MT Law missing from onto Hexus. He's still alive, but Vinny will be able to frag him out. It's still a pretty awkward play, as you're saying, but Horek peeks up. He does get taken down, and Natus Fungus with 3 kills in hand now. They will have the advantage pushing up, so they will pick up the bomb and try to keep moving, try to do something in this situation. At this point, they want to hold off Zika, who I actually cannot go to right now. There's reasons, but Horek from above. Oh my god, Horek. Yeah, Horek and Mayak are on top. The twos of the Epsilon team, but there you go. Weshid at the end, taking down one. Zika with one of his own onto Vinny. It's down to a 3v1, and Weshid is all on his own. Remember, Natus Fungus is a mostly 8 versus 8 team in Team Ebash. And they are going for this pretty darn aggressively. They want to clear out the top side of that middle point. Here we go, full wipe coming in, and Epsilon now, with superior team play, will be able to take it.
Yeah, they'll be able to push up nicely up to the beep area and just have to get a frag before they can plant. As Natus Fungus spawns in again.
Yeah, they do spot one on the side of the actual... I wish there were call-outs actually for it that are in the game itself, but it would be a bit difficult to design those. I don't know how difficult it would be to actually incorporate these kinds of things into the game like you have in Counter-Strike. Like you can... Yeah, just you can have them already on top of the HUD. But Weshit doesn't even care. He takes down Hunta by the beepers. Here's the second one spotted, taken down as well. But they don't see the one flanking, and it's still Hexus in the back. Meg very, very close. They do eventually spotted Hexus, but that fire will be his saving grace here.
Yep, he's just going to sit there and wait it out. And the others will hold there, get the picks, and get ready to plant. But, as I say that, Mayer goes down, gets revved really quickly. So it's just going to be a standoff here.
Exactly, and this is exactly why we ended up picking the game with Natus Fungus, because they're holding off pretty nicely versus Epsilon, to be honest, and Epsilon have to be extremely, extremely impressed with what's going on right now, as am I. As you can probably hear, Zika on 6-3, the man that double aced Fnatic, 8-2 for Mayek, 6-2 for Junta, and that is 7-2 now. As the kitchen is on fire, he's going to pull back. The bomb on A is planted, obviously, and it's on to Natus Fungus to make the push. But this is so difficult to go against when you're on this US side. And they're going to get shot down one by one.
Yeah, but they made it through outside, so while they haven't got this diffuse here going, they'll be able to most likely push up and try and secure the bomb, because typically the bomb will now spawn up in heaven where they're heading. So what Epsilon will have to do is they'll have to try and take control of heaven before they can do anything else, or try and get another plant, and May gets taken down.
So this is perfect. Now they have control of mid, and they're going to force respawns from their Russian side back in the base. Zika is coming up from lower. She's trying to hold off. They're trying to sandwich the players from Natus Fungus, but it's again down to who can gain control of mid and who can actually make the initial plays. Previously, it was really up to Epsilon, or down to Epsilon, making that flanking play and really disturb the balance of the force, if you will, with Natus Fungus.
Yep, and it looks like we've got Appeals just sitting at the back. They don't know he's there at all. He's just sitting in the quad cells back there, and it looks like he's going to make his way up slowly once his mates get a pick there. So, here we go. Something's about to go down. They still don't know he's there.
Yeah,
and he gets a nice double. And gets taken down himself.
Oh, that's a pretty good refrag, though. Meg finally going up for the P90, a weapon he's been using a lot recently, if you've been watching the streams. And now it's Sugar to try and go for the plant, and I have no idea why when I click 1-2, it doesn't actually put me to the player that is, like, accordingly on the scoreboard, or on the overlay that is in the game for the squads. It should be like that, at least for 5v5. I mean, it exists in CS. It's pretty good for the overlays. That A-bomb site not getting diffused just yet. Make wants to peek in. Wants to get the clears, but that will give Vinny a double for his own. Hexus and Zika going down. MBT loss being lobbed as now Vinny peeks in. He gets taken down eventually. And still nothing more than that. 2 kills coming in. Still a 3v3. And that Incendiary will force Make eventually out of position. And this, wow, I cannot believe this. Cryptic is now
Horek.
Horek.
Hold from the Natus Fungus.
Horek at the last second.
It's just going to stop them from defusing.
There we go. Oh my god, they actually picked a bomb site off of Epsilon, Natus Fungus. This is why I'm hot, but this is why they're hot. Natus Fungus playing a fantastic bit of Battlefield here.
Yeah, they definitely have that hole locked down.
Yeah.
They had it locked down, and they've already sent the one back to try and get the bomb, but it looks like Epsilon are going to push outside very, very fast to try and take control of that and get back under the mid control. Yep, here Hexus takes down Weshit, and he's just going to push all the way up and try and get behind them.
There we go. Appeal still down in mid. And this is the thing. What do you think about the optics for your weapons now? Because you can use any optic you want in the game, obviously, other than the thermal. So, have you changed your regular Cobra or regular sights, or is it still the same?
I got the Coyote on everything now. I don't use the Cobra anymore.
I don't know.
It varies. It's just opinion based. So a lot of people use different things.
I don't know. I still think that the Cobra on the AEK just fits so well. And yes, this is for side, but not this Fungus getting pushed away. This is pretty good now for Epsilon, as it is tied 1-1. Actually, I did not update that. What a terrible person. There you go. So 1-1.
Natus, yeah, 1-1, and Natus Fungus has already got like a solid hold in there, so it's going to be hard for Epsilon to push up against that. So they'll probably sit there, wait for picks, and as you can see, Winnie Mansa is just going to stroll straight up behind them because there's no one out there defending. Oh, he's decided to turn around and go back. That's probably not the greatest decision in my opinion.
I mean, in his mind, it's... there we go. Now he turns back to try and push through there, but he could have already been down in mid. They weren't really expecting to hold off this aggression, and Horek, oh my god, what a spot. He will finally get taken down, but one jump coming in from Hunter. Still AK versus Glock 18. He will be able to grab the second one as well. Hayes starting out versus GCal at Hexus. Will refrag. Vinny is finally able to come from behind them. They might actually get this frag because the bomb is getting planted on the B side. They will trigger the Levolution, so they know they're out on the beepers, but already the squadron from the Russians here, Natus Fungus, are already on the push. Horek, is he spotted? Yes, he will, and Vinny will be the one to take him down. Sugar pushing up. A91 onto Hexus. Blows the MBT law, but Hunter unscathed of this situation. Needs to go for the full-on reload. It's a 2 versus 3. Here's all the respawns from Natus Fungus. This is very, very close, but here we go. Appeal with one. Appeal getting shot down. GK at range. Almost taken down the second. And here is the clear. This, in my mind, is a pretty darn good hold from Epsilon. And with the wipes coming in, nice double MBT. Oh my god.
That's it. There's no chance of coming back from that.
There you go. A valiant effort. Very, very valiant effort, I have to say. I'm sure Epsilon have... it's rare to see Epsilon really being pushed to an edge to some extent, however. They are still in their comfort zone. It's their first game to be played today, so they're warming up, and to never underestimate a team as with the pedigree of Epsilon, obviously, in esports in general, but in Battlefield 4 especially.
Yeah, surprised how Natus Fungus held that bomb at their bomb plant. That was really, really well played. They played it well, they had the right position, so obviously they took it, but Epsilon just did it straight back to them when they planted it, the A bomb site. Or the B bomb site, I think it was.
So we will see how this one ends up turning when we go to the second half. Our only map, these are again best of ones, so that kind of breaks my heart.
Yeah, you don't really get to see the strong maps on some players or the weaker maps. Like, isn't it just randomly chosen, or is it?
I think it's because it's already set. If you actually go and check the brackets, the maps are already set for the bracket.
So it's random, just randomly set.
I'm not really sure if they actually go through a, you know, like an ESL versus style, what's it called? You know, it's like an ESL versus or face it style kind of ban wave for different maps.
Veto system.
Yeah, a veto system. There you go. It's not really a veto system. It's just like a ban system. You go for the bans, and then the last map remaining in the pool is chosen. Thank you, Marine, for hosting. Awesome, 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 awesome.
That looks like the program worked this time. Saved it, and we're all good.
So we'll see how this one pans out. Obviously, the players are suiciding for a reason. If they respawn on one another, that gives them up to 3 squad perks, if I remember correctly, and that means that they have as well like 5 or 10 more meters to play with off the start of the map. So there's a lot of things to keep in mind. Again, these squad perks are very important when you're playing.
Yep. I mean, like, I think the spawn system mainly is just to get the extra meters. Like, generally they'll already have the stats for the grenades and the extra... Well, to crash, not live. But yeah, they'll have the stats already there for the extra grenades and extra ammo. It's basically just to get that extra edge on the opponent and getting there quicker. But what I did notice from Epsilon is they didn't spawn anyone outside, so this is going to be interesting when the map actually restarts.
Might be going for full dash down into mid, actually. This might be a very interesting play.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just odd that they don't go outside to... Because they get control of upper so much quicker. But we'll see how it plays out.
Yep, and those timing pushes, I mean, I'm pretty sure that if Battlefield 4 had a lot more prize money in tournaments like we see in Counter-Strike or in StarCraft 2, it would really come down to teams actually trying to see how much it would take to get from one side to the other, like millisecond-wise. They already do it in 8 versus 8 in certain types of rushes. So maybe...
That happened in Australia.
Yeah, but Australians take...
personally didn't do it, but other teams did, and we just took it off them. That's the way it works. So.
There you go. Let everybody else do the work, and then just... Yeah, right. We'll just take it.
That's exactly right. Hey, it worked well for us.
Yeah, indeed. Ended up making it to the finals. So maybe we'll see you again. You know, the final season.
In the cold. Instead of the heat right now. That's ridiculous.
Well, technically, if you're in the same room as me and Brett, it is technically the heat. I don't know about you.
Let's see what you did there. No, but it's really good to go in the winter time. That'd be really fun. I mean, I had fun at the Gamescom one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ended up playing Battlefield Hardline. That was
yeah,
interesting. I played like half a round. Yeah, I got a free T-shirt. Played half a round. That's cool.
Wait, you played with us, didn't you?
Yeah, I was with you guys. Yeah. But I played half a round, and then I had to go back because it literally takes 45 minutes to get from the ESL arena to, you know, where they had the Battlefield Hardline at the AA Lounge. Even though it's like 2 halls away, there's so many people.
Yeah, and walking through the sun was just brutal.
Yeah. Yuck. Hey, oh my God, we have another sub. Thank you, Marine. And yes, it is 2-1. This is why I picked Natus Fungus. There's a reason why we picked this one, Wyros. Because Natus Fungus actually have a chance to make it to the finals. Which would be interesting.
Yeah,
but first...
without stealing people's strats to try and win games.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they stole your strats for the finals themselves. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
MVT Law.
You admitted it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we did smash them quite a bit in practice, so I can see why they would steal our strats.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably Wyros. He's like, you know what? I don't like these Australian guys, even though it's pretty fun to see you guys in Brussels and then going in and practicing. Hopefully next time you'll actually be able to because you didn't get fries. The next time when you pass by here, we'll get you some Belgian fries. But here we go, Natus Fungus. I don't think they really need fries at this point. I don't know how they actually made it to go with a mid-map control so quickly, even though it's usually that US side that has the advantage, and Horek is now left alone.
Hunter just ran straight past the enemy and just completely ignored them, and he gets taken down for doing that. So they have complete mid control, but they don't realize that they can push through right now and be able to get further up. But we have, who's that sitting down under the stairs? Horek.
Obviously. Horek, hello. I am Epsilon Horek. That's exactly how he speaks, by the way, if you guys don't know. There you go, triple kill. Zika with a double of his own. Now, when Horek fails to do anything, you just get Zika to go for a huge double. Now, Horek is going to be moving up. I don't think they know where he is. No, he goes for the hip fire, and no.
Just did not work out for him, but looks like Hexus is going to try and come in and clean up after him while the rest hold him. So they don't know Hexus, and he's whiffed everything.
Epsilon.
So back to the start.
Yeah, it's Epsilon not really calculating their plays correctly. The players are getting a bit too jumpy. And there you go. Hayes will get Texas down on the ground. Hunter is still holding off. The tunnels themselves, and Russia obviously for Wyros.
So this is a bit of an odd situation where they've got the bomb on their side. So if Jika does go down and they do make a push, the bomb is going to be closer to their bomb, so they can grab it and run it and plant it quicker. So it's going to be a bit difficult to see what happens here. So, but Epsilon have the one-up advantage, so all they have to do is hold. They could just hold the entire round out and win the game.
Oh my god, please no! 15 minutes of watching this.
This is why Locker is probably one of the worst maps for this game.
Oh my god, I despise it.
You can actually do that.
I'm starting to like Kainon more and more. And Zavod.
Yeah. I mean, they're much... I just think Lockers is just too much of a big stalemate. Like, as you're watching now, it's just going to sit here for a while until Epsilon gets a pick. Like, the odd thing is that Epsilon's not sending anyone outside at all. They're just holding there, waiting, because they don't really have to risk anything. It's Natus Fungus that has to make push.
Yeah, exactly. And with 15 minutes, I think just Go4 needs to go down to 10 minutes instead of 15, just like it is in ESL. It's not like you're playing, you know, casual matchmaking and actual matchmaking. There's a big difference. But here we go, 2 kills coming in. Appeal will frag on his own teammate, but he will push up. He does have a Glock in hand. There's no need to think about anything when you have a G18. And Nafu just pull back. Now they're going to try and to defend against that bomb, as now their buddy Sugar is going to be able to get at least 1 frag. But the information at this point is much more important than the frag itself. Vinny will be falling back, trying to stay alive. He's spotting a couple players, getting a bit of damage done. But all that the Epsilon boys need to do now is just push across. Vinny being delayed in this aggression. Horek trying to hold off down in mid itself. Now it comes down to Hayes. Can he hold off?
Where should go? And they can just push it down without too much of challenge, really. They've only got retarded Suga back there, and the rest of Natus Fungus is still in mid, completely unaware that Epsilon's pushing the bomb straight down behind them.
Oh, they actually spot out here. Mayak able to grab onto one. Hayes going in for the quick sprays, but he misses every single shot. Hunter will get taken down by his own teammate, and this is the thing. Hayes thinks that he's still playing BF3, my friend. You can't pull off these strats anymore. He will get shot down, but oh my god, are we actually going to see a C plant? I haven't seen this ever since the ESL 1 finals with Epsilon, the old Epsilon boys versus Fnatic in the group stages, where Epsilon just were just choking everywhere. Still trying to push in. Appeal unable to shut down the second. Mayak Hunter with a couple of their own. Hunter being spotted, dropping down, getting killed by Vinimaster. 2 versus 2. What going for the revives, going for the second one as well. The entire crew now for Epsilon is back up. A lot of damage done with a grenade. And now 2 players left again. Make that 1 for Natus Fungus. And I think this is over unless Hayes can make some sort of a play happen here. It's a 1 versus 1. They go for the awkward knife, and oh my god, they both kill one another. And
that's Battlefield knife system in a nutshell.
Yep. Here we go.
To Battlefront. They did the knife. They did the melee system right.
I wish there was no melee. Here we go. Weshit is holding angle grip press heavy barrel on his M416. I personally really like angled plus heavy barrel. Never go angled on its own, and AEK just stubby on its own usually just works on it. There's no reason to go anything else. You can pup stomp wherever you want, or even play these competitive games with them.
Yeah, that's the stock standard. Stubby on AEK and then angled heavy on Ace 23 or your M416.
Yeah. The one thing
I think
that Zika still uses. He's using muzzle brake stubby on his AEK, and he uses muzzle brake angled on his Ace 23. And even with that, he makes it happen. I think the micro bursting is just way too strong on his side.
I definitely can't use that.
Yeah, still 1 point up, one extra point up for the team Epsilon here. Let's update the score. They are up 3-1. They need 1 more bomb, and they're looking to go for it here. Zika playing with the smokes correctly, and I really like this heavy usage of smokes.
That's a step one.
Yeah, this is perfect.
No, it looks like they're going to go for the A plant instead. They're going to push up and try and hold the aggressive hold here. So Zika's going to plant the bomb at A, and Natus Fungus are going to try and retake outside and inside at the same time. And Hez makes it happen outside, so he's going to push down through mid.
Oh, look at Horek! He's got 1, he spots the second, here's the third, 1 more taken down, and an 82 assist on the last one. Nicely done. Hex is going in for the revive. He spots 1 at range, and doesn't even want to shoot at him at this point. Not too bad. He's last alive.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to come back. Look how Epsilon have them circled here, so I think they're pretty much done, unfortunately. They're getting camped into the S-bend there without much chance of getting across.
Oh, please. No, did I only crash or did you do that as well?
No, I'm good.
You're good?
Basically Epsilon won.